What is up, team? Trifunctional here, hanging out, playing some Minecraft on the Darkcraft server. I'm having an awesome day, and I hope you are as well. And I have some exciting news. I've made some exciting discoveries, and we'll go over those in just a little bit. I did just want to update you on the automatic wheat farm. Made a couple of changes here. Over top of the lily pads, I went ahead and placed some half slabs so that the villager who is just under 2 blocks tall isn't getting stuck on the lily pads when he's trying to cross over them, which do have a slight hitbox where they raise you up a little bit when you walk over them. So just to make sure he's not getting stuck down in there, I did go ahead and half slab the 3x3 square over top of those lily pads. Now I did also get the redstone and everything set up for the filtering of the wheat and the seeds. Go ahead and separate those out. And then I have an item elevator over here, which will push the wheat up into a water stream, heading it over, or taking it over to the villager breeder. And then over here, where the seeds go, I have a dropper dropping the seeds into the lava. Now I've put in a few different precautions here. Okay, you can see the dropper going off. It was really quick, but the dropper just went off, shooting the wheat up into the water stream to go to the breeder. Now for the seeds, I have it so that if we have this lever flip down, it locks this hopper. And so these seeds will just stay in this chest here. And then if you flip it up, then it unlocks that hopper so that they can be spat into the lava. Now the reason why I put that safety mechanism on here is so that if you're playing around the hoppers in here and you accidentally drop an item that you don't want to get destroyed into the hoppers, the only item that we're filtering out is the wheat. Any other item is going over this direction. So I put that in so that you can check this chest and get your item back before you destroy it, so it doesn't directly go into the lava. Now down here I have a couple of extra chests, and I have it so that with the lever flipped down, this hopper is locked, and so no items will go into these hoppers. And so then all of the wheat continues on and goes up the item elevator to head over to the villager breeder. Now if I flip this lever up, it unlocks that hopper, and so any items going past here drops into these chests here. It goes first into this one, but then automatically down into this hopper, into this next chest. So this is just like overflow. Once this chest is full, it would back up into this chest. But for that matter, once that chest is full, it would just overflow, just continuing on into the villager breeder. So this makes it so that if we want to stop the wheat from going to the breeder and we just want to store it for our own use, then we can just flip that lever up and all of the wheat will be stored in these chests rather than being sent to the villager breeder. These carrots are just something that I put down there just for temporary storage because I'm going to put in a carrot farm as well. But for now, we'll go ahead and have it flip down so that the wheat is going to the villager breeder. And we'll have this flip down so that the safety is on. You see the seeds just get stored there and any other items until we're ready to destroy them. Now, the item elevator comes up into these water streams, which head all the way over to the villager breeder. We'll go ahead and head over here. And they hook around, they do a little bit of a bendy deal there, and then come in through the wall back above the villager breeder over here. And so then the wheat, you see it's just dumping right down into the water stream here. Now, I've run into a slight issue. Villagers will convert wheat into bread for consumption and for breeding, but I think if they have any other food items in their inventory, then it might prevent them from doing so. So all of the wheat that I've seen come in here so far is being picked up by these villagers right here, like immediately when it hits the water stream. But I have not seen any bread being thrown around. I haven't seen any love hearts going on. So I think because I've been feeding these guys other varied foods, it's not working out necessarily for breeding, which is unfortunate. But what we'll go ahead and do to fix that is we will go ahead and get a automatic carrot farm set up. That's probably something that I'll do off camera. And then just dump a bunch of carrots. Maybe we'll do 2 layers of automatic carrot farms, dumping a bunch of carrots in here. And having the automatic wheat farm is still a good thing because we will be able to store that wheat for our personal use, like for feeding the cows in our cow breeder. Now, speaking of our cow breeder, the footage that I had explaining or showing off the finished cow breeder in the last episode actually was messed up. There was an issue with, there were some times when I thought I was recording when I wasn't, and vice versa. That's just because for Prey, the other series I have running, I couldn't use the same key combination to start and stop my recording. I had to switch that. In muscle memory, I was using the old key combination. So I had messed up last episode and cut out some footage that I had intended on including. But basically the rundown on the cow breeder is I ended up adding some water down below. I removed the blocks that were blocking the cows from the fences down below. So up here you just hold down right click and look around for any hungry cows with wheat in your hand, and then they breed up. I'll just throw this wheat back in this chest here. Then down here, the baby cows fall through the fences down into our lower area. I switched up the triggering mechanism as well so that we get a shorter pulse of the lava being extended out because we had an issue with the cows dying in the lava and then all of the items getting destroyed. But with me switching it up, it's a shorter pulse of lava down here so that the cows actually die from fire damage and the lava's already gone well before they die. And then the cooked beef or the cooked steak and leather gets transferred over to our chest down here. Now, I'm just going to demonstrate the quick pulse. These are baby cows. You would need to wait for them to grow up to get the items. But just to give a quick demonstration of the quick pulse of the lava, I'll go ahead and press a button here. So you can see it's just a really quick pulse of lava, and then all of the cows die of the fire damage, and the lava's gone well before they die, and all of the items get transferred into our chest. So that's working out pretty well. And now, you may have noticed when I've been opening my inventory that I have quite a lot of netherrack in my inventory right now. That's because I just did some exploring in the nether and made an awesome discovery. So, over the past few days or the last week or so, we've been doing quite a lot of exploring around the area in the overworld, trying to find new biomes. That way we can have more building materials to do cooler projects. And now I've done some exploring alone. Gr8 WyTe has gone on a few exploration missions with me, where we've traveled thousands upon thousands of blocks in the overworld, which takes a really long time, especially with the Darkcraft server that we have currently. It takes a really long time to travel because there's so many mobs around all the time. Now, we've been running into the issue where we haven't found new biomes. We've pretty much just had the same birch forests or root forests or spruce forests around. Now, we were looking for like a mesa or an ice spike biome or jungle biome so we can get those different building materials. And now I've made after like hours and hours upon exploring in the overworld, I finally found a new biome, one of the ones that I was looking for, And so this is a Mesa Biome, which is pretty awesome. You can get a whole bunch of different colors of hardened clay. You can get the red sand is what I'm standing on here. And you can also, the hardened clay has been renamed to terracotta now. But you can also cook the terracotta, get glazed terracotta, which is a new pattern block in the 1.12 update as well. So that's pretty awesome. A whole bunch of new building materials after hours and hours of exploring finally paid off, finally found a new biome with some new building materials. Now, once I got to this biome, I took a look at the coordinates, and you may be wondering, Trifunctional, if you've been spending so much time exploring with no luck in the overworld, why don't you just look at a map? Well, I've tried that. Looking at the map on Mine Atlas, the coordinates weren't lining up with the biomes I was finding, and so that's one reason why I felt like I needed to spend so much time exploring, just to see if there were other biomes in this custom map generation that we have. So one thing that I noticed, though, when I looked at the coordinates here and compared them to the coordinates on the map on Mine Atlas, is that the coordinates for this Mesa Biome on one axis they're almost double, because on Mine Atlas this Mesa Biome is almost directly east of our spawn point, and so the coordinates traveling north-south are almost identical, but the coordinates traveling east are almost double what it shows on the map to get to this biome. And so that had me thinking, maybe since the Mesa Biome that I found is almost, or is pretty much exactly double the coordinates heading in the east direction on the map, and it is almost directly east from the spawn point on the Mine Atlas map that I looked at. Maybe the ice spike biome that I was looking at previously, which is almost exactly south of I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Talking and playing and burning all at one time. Anyways, if on the map, the Mesa Biome is directly east, but the coordinates ended up being about double what it shows on the map in the east direction. Now, on the map in the south direction is the ice spike biome that I tried to find previously. And so what I was thinking is, maybe if I double the coordinates heading south, but keep the east-west coordinates about the same for the ice spike biome, like I did when in an opposite fashion with the Mesa Biome, maybe I'll be able to find the ice spike biome. So I traveled out 1,300 blocks in the Nether. This is the portal that I made when I first attempted to find the ice spike biome. So we're going double the distance from that portal. 1,300 blocks in the Nether, which takes a really long time to travel, but it is an eighth of the distance that it is in the overworld. So as you can imagine, it's a lot faster to travel all this way in the Nether than it is in the overworld. And here we are, team. 1,300 blocks traveled through the Nether later. Let's head through this portal. I'm pretty excited to show you this. So we pop out here. Let me hold shift. We found an ice plains biome, which this, to me, confirms my theory. This is the first ice plains biome that I've seen in this map. So I am confident that somewhere amongst these ice plains there is an ice spike biome, and that is what I am determined to find. Now, if you look down below me, look at how this portal generated in this area. I don't think that I'll survive that fall. So, I actually, first things first, I gotta figure out how to get down from up here. I should have brought a boat. This is either the most ingenious or most insane idea I have ever had. Goodbye, cruel world! Wow, I didn't even do it right. Okay, I need to get on my game. Come on. Oh, is there a witch around? Why am I slowed? Is that just what mobs in this area do? So, I had intended on doing this boat jump thing where I exit the boat right before I land. And I didn't even do it. I pushed the wrong button. I pressed E to enter my inventory rather than pressing left shift to exit the boat. So I probably could have just jumped off without even the boat because apparently my feather falling protected me. I don't even think I took damage on that fall. But hey, that boat was there to capture the creeper and the baby zombie who were trying to kill me anyways. Anyways, so now I am down from the portal, and I'm going to explore around. Now, if my presumptions are correct about the biomes being about double the size in this this generation as what they are on the map on Mine Atlas, then that means that this is going to be a lot of area to explore to find the ice spikes. But I'm pretty confident that there's an ice spikes biome nearby here. So I'm going to get to exploring, and then hopefully when I bring you back, I'll be in an ice spikes biome. Oh man, team, I am so lucky. I've not been here more than a minute or two, and like the first direction I ran, right into an ice spikes biome. That's what those giant icy spiky things signify. Oh yeah, I am super stoked about this. What this means, team, is that we now have access to packed ice. Let me go ahead and pick that up real quick. Packed ice. Oh yeah. I've been running into issues with my ice that I'm using for the ice streams around my villager breeder. I got some glowstone too close to the ice, and it melted some of it. As a result, a couple of the villagers in the villager breeder actually were flushed through to the collection area for the new villagers. So with the packed ice that we're going to be able to collect now, we're actually going to be able to do our water streams that much better, where we don't have to worry about the ice being or melting. I am pretty stoked about this. This is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and collect up an inventory full of packed ice. I'm super stoked. All right, team. We're going to go ahead and leave it there for today. I am so excited with the new biomes that we found. We found the Mesa Biome. We found the Ice Spike Biome. So some great new building materials to play around with. Great things to come in the future. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. If you did, make sure to hit that like button for me. I certainly appreciate it, and it helps me out quite a bit. If you're new and you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see when the future episodes come out. But hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you on the flip side.